People who have a strong calling on their lives will often have connections to people who are extremely evil. They could be falsely accusing you of things, attacking you, betraying you, in order to reveal how the enemy operates in them, to then later use in your own ministry or your own calling to teach and warn others of how toxic demonic people operate. And to then you can walk in an extreme anointing of the Lord. So personal experience with horrible situations and evil people is extremely hard to endure, but ultimately gives you insight that is extremely invaluable. There is a high cost of suffering to being anointed by the Lord. David was connected to help Saul defeat Goliath and play his harp to lessen Saul's demonic torment. But later, Saul became threatened by David, who then tried to kill him for like 15 years. Finally, David was anointed king of Israel for 40 years. God connected Hosea to his wife, Gomer, who cheated on him 3 times, and he still pursued her to buy her back. The book of Hosea symbolizes the Israelites turning to other gods, the separation of their nation from the one true God, the subsequent disastrous results that happen, and the eventual reconciliation. So Hosea's life and ministry serve not only as prophecy for Israel, but also as a reminder today about the consequences of choice, power of forgiveness, and the importance of virtue. Think about Joseph. He was connected to Egyptians as he was sold by his jealous brothers to become a slave. But eventually, he worked his way up in Potiphar's house as he was diligent and obeyed God. But then Potiphar's wife tried to have sex with him, lied about him. He was put in jail for years, suffering. Then he was finally used to interpret a dream for Pharaoh about the coming famine, needing to store up food for 7 years in advance, and he was placed into number 2 in command over all of Egypt. He ultimately helped his own family, whose brothers betrayed him, to be saved from the famine. Think about Elijah. He was connected to Jezebel and Ahab to ultimately confront them for their evil ways and killing the prophets. Then Elijah conducted a showdown on Mount Carmel with the prophets of Baal to prove who the real God was. And he won by calling fire down from the sky to burn up his offering and theirs. Then he killed all the prophets of Jezebel. So in my own personal life, I learned how the spirit of Jezebel and Leviathan operated in people, through an ex-wife, pastors, bosses, church leaders. That was extremely painful, but now I'm being used by God to help thousands around the world to get healed from their soul wounds and delivered from their demonic spirits. I was also connected to a woman who